The next thing we saw was it's called, well, Japanese name is DanMachi, but I like the English version of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Arrow, I forget what the subtitle of that was. It was a movie. It was Crunchyroll, the rolls that are crunchy. I like that show a lot. I need to rewatch it. But essentially what it is, it's like fantasy stuff with whatchamacallit, Greek mythology.
Oh, Greek mythology, and I heard like Norse mythology and Hindu religion gods that came to Earth and are human-esque.
I think people have it's been a while since I've actually seen this show. I watched it when it first came out a long time ago. I just haven't seen it since because they're finally pushing out season 2. But this is just kind of the bridge movie. But it stars
Bell.
He's the protag, and his they have little groups. They're called familias, Spanish for family.
Oh no, I was gonna just say, and like each familia has a patron god that like
Hestia's Bestia.
Mother's Basement will agree because I just recently watched a video of theirs.
Of course he does. He's sponsored by Crunchyroll.
Hey, Crunchyroll, can we get some? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't say that. Don't say just kidding.
Okay, well, not just kidding, but
someday. More than likely, it'll be like Squarespace, NordVPN. I'm trying to think of all the others.
NordVPN,
Squarespace,
BetterHelp,
Casper mattresses, Audible. Trying to think of
Dollar Shave
Club. Julie, how do you shave your mustache?
I wax that shit. No, I'm just
cool. Sorry, I still laugh about Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, there was a crunch. I think it's kind of cool. Crunchyroll brings movies. They bring anime and movies to the movie theaters for like a few nights. Go watch them with your friends. We watched a lot. We watched
Irregular
Yuri
Magic.
on Ice.
Yuri on Ice was great. They showed like the whole first season. I hope there's a second, but I don't know.
We sat there for 4 hours. It was still cool though.
It was a lot of fun. That Yuri on Ice, and then Irregular Magic High School, and Mob Psycho 100 actually, which was good because that got me into Mob Psycho 100. Mm-hmm. And then now I like saying DanMachi.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know everyone else does. That's usually the thing.
But yeah, like the familias have a patron god, and they help the family, and then Bell, the character, his family is like a lowly family.
Well, it's just him and Hestia, actually.
Him and Hestia.
If I remember right. But yeah, it's just them. They and they just kind of go out on missions. It's almost like an
RPG, like Final Fantasy, because don't they level up?
They actually do level up, and they have stats and all this stuff that she can. Well, Hestia's a big perv too. She likes to she's like, hey, Belle, let me check your stats. Take off your shirt and lay on the bed. So I'm just like, yo, your stats suck. But yeah, they level up. They do all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if you would consider it an isekai. I don't think so. I'm not going to, just because they're not trapped in the video game world. That's what isekais are, but yeah.
Yeah, but they have like a lot of like video game references.
Like different weapon types, blah, blah, blah. How's your stats? Granted, it's not like a video game where there's like damage. There's 28 damage on the screen or whatnot. But basically the whole story of this one is it's like a magical I forget what the heck is one of the gods guy. He brings like a sacred spear, and it's
Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes, and he brings like it's pretty much like the sword and the stone. Who's worthy to lift this thing? Whoever does lift this gets to go on a magic quest and on a journey. Yay! All expense paid. Blah blah blah. And like everyone tries. But when Bell does, he hears like a magic voice, and he pulls it out, and he becomes the savior of all this, and he has to go to the out of the town to a different place and stop and do this mission kind of thing. They're all scorpions and.
Yeah, and then he finds out that
I said, you know more about this Greek mythology stuff, so.
I do, because it was like,
It's very heavily inspired, this
heavily,
one.
I mean.
Go ahead. I said, this is your thing.
Well, I like heavily inspired by Greek mythology. Like, I am a Greek mythology nerd. So I was like,
just a nerd in general.
Well, that too, but so I noticed like a lot of references. So I was kind of like, so so Hermes gets him to go on this quest, and then he's like, fool you. Like, we're actually, I got it. It's a job, and like the goddess Artemis.
Yeah, Artemis, and you gotta save the world. Like,
from scorpions, basically.
The Rock was not in this movie, so he did not stand alone. But no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Scorpion King. Haha, that took me a minute. But Artemis,
I make bad jokes.
Artemis was like, hey, this is like my spear, and I need you to help me out. And because
you need to stab a big scorpion in the face.
Yep, pretty much.
With this cool sick spear. Like, wasn't it like Osiris or what was
Orion.
Orion. That's what it's called. Arrow of Orion. Not because we went all was in Japanese, so they have not simuldubbed it yet. They'll probably do that soon. But instead of saying Orion, it'd be Orion.
So and they fought a lot of scorpions with the Arrow of Orion because they had to save the world. And so here we are going to dive into some Greek mythology. Good, drop some knowledge on y'all. So Hermes' character, how he tricked them, is very his nature in Greek mythology, because Hermes was a trickster god, and then
he's like Loki.
Yeah, he was like Loki, but not as bad. He was just a prankster, not necessarily. Loki was just mess shit up, but and Artemis, the fact that she had Orion's spear and they were attacking scorpions was so heavily inspired Greek mythology, because Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, is best friends with Orion, and then a big giant scorpion killed him, and so she was sad, so she put Orion to honor Orion, they put him in the sky, and so a scorpion chasing the constellation Scorpio follows Orion, so Scorpio is constantly following Orion. So there's that great little Greek knowledge. And then Artemis is prided herself on being virginal and never marrying or anything or whatever. So, and then there's a Greek myth story that she's taken a bath and these guys watch her bathing, and so she turns them into some kind of animal, and I think she turned them into stags, and they got hunted. So in DanMachi, they had
there's a nod to that.
There was a nod to that, and so there's just so much Greek. That's why I liked it, because the Greek mythology references. I'm like, and Hestia. Because Hestia, she's the goddess of the earth and motherhood and stuff, and so Artemis Belle's asking Artemis, so what was Hestia like? She stayed at home all the time. And I'm like, yeah, because it was her job to guard the fire, so it was I loved instead of just saying this is the god. No, none of their personality or what they've done, doesn't matter. I think Marvel with Loki and Thor, the little bit I know about them, that's just what it sounds like. But this, they did their research and they put their characteristics, their well-known characteristics into the actual character. So I'm like, hey, Greek mythology nerd happy.
I don't how much is it, you know more about that stuff than I do. So you look back at me and I'm like, yeah. But I always like I said I like Hestia, and it's a fun. It's always been a fun little show. I always enjoy it and have fun with it. But the movie was really cool. Season 2 is coming out very soon. I do think they're starting to simuldub that now, so that'll be awesome. I'll probably get this movie when it comes out as well. Right Stuff. You own my life.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I know, especially because they have that 8-bit sale going on, like 50 to 70% off anime stuff. So I'm like, hook it to my veins.
Oh, I know. Give me all the or like Fry, take my money. Actually, they take my money constantly, so I'm always giving them money.
Yeah, same. But yeah, watch I like it. I'm a big sucker for Hestia, and I would recommend watching this anime, DanMachi, Arrow of Orion, and watch it also. I think it's on Verve/High Dive.
Okay.
Streaming. So
I gotta double check that.
I'm pretty sure it's on, because if it's on High Dive, it means it's on Verve, because I know Verve teamed up with High Dive. So yeah, you can watch it. There's like 12 episodes.
I'll have to do that actually. So
go buy it. Go watch it.